different interest stories, the lighter side of life. It's ICRT's Lifestyle Report.
All right, it's 8:28, 28 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Now that I got my calendar reset, you know, Keith, somebody, one of those evil, mindless afternoon and evening DJs.
Those guys, yeah.
Set the calendar to September and October.
What were they thinking?
I have no idea, and nobody else knows what they think either. There's nobody been able to figure it out, including psychologists. And I reset it, so now we are on the correct day.
They're trying to take August from you.
I know. I think Joseph is wanting to get out of here. He's starting a vacation next week.
That sounds right.
Yeah, okay.
Whoever their manager is should do something about this.
I think so, too. Dang it. All right. Keith is here with the Lifestyle Report. What do we got today, Keith?
Well, today we're going to be highlighting the work of a group, a very local group that is largely made up of expats.
Okay.
This is something we should probably be doing more of because there's so many little groups like this that don't get enough attention. They do really good work at the local level, bringing people together, forming community, sharing ideas. So the group that we're going to be talking about today is a Taichung group, and what they are called is Skeptics in the Pub.
Oh, sounds very interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
So their name kind of says it all, but if you're not familiar with what all these words mean, we're going to unpack it for you.
Okay.
So basically what they are all about is being skeptical.
Okay.
So they discuss issues and apply their skepticism to those issues to decide, should we really be believing this thing, or is maybe there a little bit of doubt that we should have about this?
And they're doing it in a pub.
That's the other key word. Pub is an important part of this public community group.
Okay.
So ICRT actually had a chance to talk to the group's founder, who set it up in Taiwan about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Of course, Skeptics in the Pub, for anybody who's familiar with this is something that is in more than 100 countries around the world. Started off about 15 years ago in the UK, and it's kind of spread from there. So Wade Kaarda, he is the guy that's responsible for bringing it to Taichung and making this available over there. He told ICRT that the main thing that they're doing is trying to promote critical thinking and scientific inquiry. And in terms of, what the skeptic movement means, what that all means, here's how he puts it.
They tend to focus on issues like sort of alternative claims. You might say UFOs, Bigfoot, alternative medicine, and they examine these claims to find out if they're true or not. One person has put it the way that skepticism as a movement is where consumer protection and science come together, right? We're trying to help people avoid scams, avoid fraud, stay healthy, keep their money, things like that.
So really, applying those critical thinking skills to the issues that directly impact people's lives.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
So this group is largely the functioning of this, the meetings and all that is largely done in English.
Okay. But
they do take on Taiwan-related issues. They do make a point of that. For example, just to give you a sense of what kind of stuff they're talking about at these events, at their last event. They invited in a doctor of Chinese medicine from China Medical University in Taichung.
Most skeptics are skeptical of Chinese medicine, but the thing is, we'll believe anything if you show us the evidence. So we thought it was important to have someone that we wouldn't necessarily agree with, someone talk to us, and that was beneficial for everyone because we had to learn how Chinese medicine doctors look at things, and definitely we got to ask some questions that we wanted to know. We've also explored things like the historicity, basically whether or not certain historical characters existed or not. We've talked about more philosophical things like logical fallacies, argument to authority or things like that. Those are very important for people who study skepticism because we're trying to help people think better and be better able to assess truth claims.
So basically, for people that like to argue in bars, this is just stepping it up to the next level.
Yeah, but they're massaging the brain. They're keeping ideas flowing. Nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
And who knows if they might come up with an answer.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
I mean, we're all looking for the truth.
Yeah.
They're just taking it a little bit more seriously and, having some fun with it at the same time.
Exactly. And they're doing it in a pub. God
Right.
bless them.
Exactly.
I think that's great.
So, like I was kind of getting at there, this is largely an expat group, but I mean, I think they're very open to having local Taiwanese people join in. Anybody who's looking to, as you said, kind of sharpen up those brain muscles. Anybody who's looking to practice their English a little bit.
Yeah.
Or who's confident in sharing in Chinese, and hopefully they can accommodate that as well.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting group to check out. Once again, it is in Taichung. They meet once a month, and at a lot of these events, they have speakers, like you heard right there.
Yeah.
They also, I mean, this is a focal point for a number of international movements, this group. Just over the weekend, last weekend, they were the hosts of the Asian Humanism Conference.
Oh, cool.
Which is sort of an pan-Asia sort of group that takes on similar issues. And so they helped host a lot of the guests that were coming in from other countries.
Neat.
And if you want to learn more, the group, once again, is Skeptics in the Pub. You can find them real easily on Facebook. They've also got a Tumblr page, skepttaiwan.tumblr.com, kind of squeezing those two words together. So
There you go.
Skepttaiwan.
There you go.
SKEPTIAIWAN.tumblr.com. Anyway, the Facebook is easier to find. I messed that up a little bit, but look for the Facebook, Skeptics in the Pub.
I got to tell you, though, I'm a little skeptical about a group that meets in a pub,
Maybe you could bring that up at their next meeting. Unless it's they should be open to those doubts, unless it's all false advertising.
I was just thinking about that. Just thinking. Just thinking.
It's a fair point.
Hey, massaging the mind.
Fair point.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Keith.
My pleasure.